The Portland Marriott downtown waterfront builds itself as a reimagined hotel with newly renovated event spaces for corporate meetings, family reunions, and wedding receptions. But on October 17th, the Portland Marriott hosted something far different: a live autopsy and dissection of a human corpse inside a hotel meeting room, despite strong objections from the Multnomah County Medical Examiner.
Hosting an event in a pay-per-view manner for a body donor who likely didn't consent to this is completely immoral and unethical.
The autopsy, organized by a media company called Death Science, was part of the Oddities and Curiosities Expo, a traveling show promoted for lovers of the strange, unusual, and bizarre. According to a Facebook post advertising the class, attendees could watch a full forensic autopsy or anatomical dissection of a real human cadaver. Tickets started at $250 each, with VIP seats going for $500. Video taken inside the Portland event by our sister station, King TV, shows more than 24 people watching the dissection of a human corpse, and at times given special access for a closer look.
I was appalled.
Multnomah County Medical Examiner Kim DeLeo tried to stop the event before it happened by calling police, the county attorney, and Oregon Medical Board, but none of them were able to step in.
That's terrible, and it does appear to be that an autopsy did take place.
So DeLeo contacted the hotel where the autopsy was originally scheduled to take place, the Courtyard by Marriott. And when management learned what was planned, they canceled.
In our profession, treating the deceased with the utmost respect is our top priority. And we feel that this was not respectful and certainly not ethical.
Event organizers at Death Science quickly changed location and moved the autopsy to the Portland Marriott downtown waterfront. The hotel general manager confirmed to KGW that staff at the Portland Marriott downtown waterfront spoke with a medical examiner prior to the event and understood her concerns, but didn't stand in the way, explaining, "This is a private event, so it puts us in a weird spot." In a follow-up email, the general manager explained, "We follow detailed protocols to protect safety, and we take appropriate steps to comply with applicable laws. We are aware of concerns regarding a recent event, and we're looking into them further."
Right, so it is safe, it is legal.
Jeremy Siliberto, founder of Death Science, said the Portland event was intended to help people explore the human body in a more intimate way by watching an anatomy expert dissect a corpse.
And this is an educational event. This is not a sideshow. This is very professional. This is exactly college level teaching.
The presenter, a retired anatomy professor from Montana, described the cadaver as an 86-year-old man who donated his body to science. Siliberto explained Death Science purchased the corpse through a company that acquires dead bodies and sells them for medical research and training.
I can guarantee that he knew his body would be used for medical education.
And that is what concerns the medical examiner, who questions how a body donated for research or education ends up in a hotel, surrounded by ticket holders who paid hundreds of dollars to watch.
I think what this does is makes families a little more hesitant to donate their bodies to science, because there will be a fear of, can they be trusted to respect my loved one's remains, or will they end up being autopsied in a hotel conference room?
We don't know much about this man who donated his corpse to science, except he appeared to have a pacemaker, at some point in life had his gallbladder removed, and there was a tattoo on his arm. No name was ever given, making it difficult for us to find his family and ask if they were told about the Oddities and Curiosities Expo or the autopsy held in a hotel meeting room.
Okay, so all that in mind, Kyle Leboshi joins me now. Fascinating story, to say the least. I mean, I guess my first question, this was a one-time event in Portland at least, or what do we know?
In Portland, there was a similar event scheduled for Seattle this coming weekend, but that's been canceled. It's not clear exactly why, although the promoter said he certainly hopes to expand this and maybe take it elsewhere.
Gotcha. We did have some people, and we've been talking about this behind the scenes for a few days now, because this story's been captivating everyone. And some people, even on our staff and people that we all know, wondered, people watch autopsies at medical schools and they watch these, in college perhaps. So Is this different? And you guys talked about that.
Well, I think the difference really is the setting here. This was part of an Oddities and Curiosities Expo, again in a hotel meeting room, available for people willing to pay hundreds of dollars to watch. It wasn't in an academic or medical setting, and that's really what bothered a lot of people, especially the medical examiner.
Yeah, and then to that point, you guys were able to find some people who went to this expo. So what did they think of it?
Really kind of mixed reviews from those in attendance. It was interesting. 3 people said they thought the event was actually quite informative and done in a respectful manner. But one person I spoke with by phone, a criminal justice student, said she regrets attending. She told me a few people in the audience were making jokes and it wasn't the educational experience that she had really hoped for.
All right. Fascinating look, and I'm sure a lot of people will be talking about this, if nothing else. So, Kyla Boshi, thank you so much.